Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 147, Capital Updates. It is officially sweater weather, and for Sammy, it's Turtleneck Tuesday. Sammy, it's great to have you back.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you for pointing out my turtleneck. First one of the season.
Of course, and to many more. And I need to get a new turtleneck. But anyways, we're not going to be talking about turtlenecks. We're going to be talking about job changes right now, and a lot going on that front, Sammy. So Andera Brouwer transitioned to ING Bank NV on October 27, 2025, so just yesterday, from Capital Group, where she serves as Associate Director for the Netherlands, Nordics, and the Middle East. So a lot of regions there, a lot going on, based in Amsterdam. I've never been to Amsterdam.
Me neither.
Love to go.
Seems awesome.
I've heard it's absolutely exquisite. She now serves as Vice President and Private Markets Specialist, focusing on advancing the firm's private market strategy and client engagement initiatives. As a generalist, Andera brings broad international experience and a strong background in institutional sales, supporting ING's efforts to expand its presence and expertise across private market investments. Number 2, Santiago Alvarez transitioned to AQR Capital Management from Nuveen, where he served as internal advisory consultant. Based in New York City, the city that never sleeps, he now works as an associate with generalist coverage, contributing to the firm's sales and client engagement initiatives. His move to AQR reflects a continued focus on building strong client relationships and advancing within the financial services industry, leveraging his experience in advisory and sales to support the firm's strategic objectives. Best of luck, Santiago. Jason Scott Bell founded Terrapin Ridge Partners to provide clients with a personalized and independent wealth management experience. As managing director and wealth management advisor, he serves as a generalist based in Baltimore, specializing in financial and tax planning strategies for executives, business owners, and retirees. So a wide array of clients right there. Before founding Terrapin Ridge Partners, Jay led the wealth management division at GBP Wealth Management and held prior roles at Morgan Stanley. So clearly a very robust background. And he holds an undergraduate degree from the University of Maryland, UMD, so not too far from here, and maintains multiple professional designations, including Certified Financial Planner and Certified Private Wealth Advisor. His approach emphasizes collaboration and strategic planning to help clients achieve long-term financial success. So obviously a lot going on there. And so Sammy, what's going on in the wealth management domain? I would love to hear about that.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
The Gibraltar-based €2 billion private bank and wealth manager Turicum reportedly acquired a majority stake in London-based Haciam Asset Management. The firm manages £300 million in client assets. Financial and legal terms of the deal were not disclosed. India-based financial services group Choice International signed deals to strengthen its wealth management platform through multiple acquisitions. The company will acquire the distribution businesses of the Fin2 group, including wealth, insurance, alternative investment funds, and portfolio management service products under Mika Financial Services and Mika Insurance Marketing, adding 3 billion rupee in AUM. It has also acquired Glory Prime Wealth, a distributor with 2.1 billion rupee AUM, and partnered with 4 mutual fund distributors, contributing another 1.3 billion rupee in AUM. Lastly, Madison Dearborn Partners is reportedly seeking about 1.3 billion in debt financing to support its 2.7 billion acquisition of Aon's wealth management assets. The private equity firm plans to merge and rebrand WealthSpire Advisors, Fiducian, NFP Retirement, Newport Private Wealth, and Ground Control under the new banner NFP Wealth, which will oversee roughly 490 billion in assets. Now, this really shows how private equity is reshaping wealth management. It's all about consolidation and cross-selling now.
I mean, 490 billion, you could buy a couple Big Macs with that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Now, Peter, can you tell me what is going on the investment front?
So definitely a lot going on here. So the Houston Firefighters Relief and Retirement Fund, and thank you to all our firefighters that furiously sacrifice your lives for all of us. They have over $5 billion in assets under management. They're based in Houston. Their general consultant, Stepstone Group, and their private credit consultant is also Stepstone's group. And so what did they do? The Houston Firefighters Relief and Retirement Fund affirmed CIO recommendation to commit up to $70 million to Harbor Vest Co-Investment Fund 7. Combined LP, a private equity partnership, pending final due diligence and negotiations. Harbor Vest is an existing relationship for the pension, which previously committed $25 million to the firm's Dover Street Fund 6 in 2023. When I hear Dover, I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. Dover is the capital of Delaware.
I think of Dover Soul.
Yeah, I think of Dover, Delaware. So, but no, that definitely is a lot going on here for this fund. Now we're going to be talking about the Concordia University Intergenerational Fund. It has $361 million in assets based in Montreal. Have you ever been to Montreal, by the way?
No, I have not.
I've heard it's beautiful. Definitely would love to go. Maybe go to a hockey game. As part of its private markets allocation, Concordia University committed in Canadian dollars $25 million, which equates to $17.9 million in US dollars. I'm kind of an exchange rate master. To Realize Fund 1, managed by Realize Capital Partners under Canada's Social Finance Fund. The investment was announced as the university's intergenerational fund reported returns of 4.1% for its long-term pool and 2.3% for its medium-term pool in fiscal year 2024-2025, while funding ratio rose to 110.7% from 105.8% for the prior years, which is definitely a considerable increase. The fund said its net assets rose to Canadian dollars $514 million, which equates to $367.5 million US dollars. Man, I'm on today. As of the end of April. And now we're going to be talking about the Oregon Common School Fund, which is almost like a sovereign wealth fund variant for Oregon. The Oregon Investment Council disclosed several major allocations across its pensions from June to July, led by a $1.2 billion commitment from the State Accident Insurance Fund to BlackRock Core Fixed Income. Obviously, it just seems like there's just a lot of hunger out there for fixed income at this juncture. Meanwhile, the Oregon Public Employees Retirement Fund made $100 million commitments, each to 5 real estate funds alongside a 100 million euros commitment to a European-based strategy, and nearly $1.4 billion across Los Angeles Capital Management Global Equity. That's obviously huge. And the Mariner Atlantic Multi-Strategy Fund and Walleye Opportunities Fund, with the Common School Fund also making smaller allocations in some of the vehicles. So, Sammy, what's going on in the searches world? Please update us on that.
First, we have Denmark's LD Fonde has launched 2 tenders to appoint external investment managers for its euro and US dollar high-yield bond mandates. The euro mandate is valued at approximately 500 million Danish krone, while the US mandate totals about 700 million Danish krone. Each mandate will run for an initial 4-year term with options to renew for up to 7 years and aims to outperform benchmarks net of costs over a full market cycle. Next up, we have Italy's Alifond, the National Supplementary Pension for Food Industry Workers. They've launched an RFP for 7 investment mandates, including 600 million euro for global active bond, balanced, and equity strategies, as well as private asset mandates totaling 60 million euros, split between its balanced and dynamic segments. Interested managers must request application materials by October 31st, this Friday, and submit proposals
TikTok
by November 7th at 1 p.m. Central European Summer Time. And last but not least, we have Plymouth County Retirement Association. They're advancing its hedge fund search from June with finalists Caledine Capital Fund and AQR Style Premia under consideration. The selected manager is expected to join Entrust and Old Farm Partners within the pension's hedge fund portfolio, which carries a 3% target allocation. Makita is assisting in the manager's search. Peter, can you tell me what this all means and what Dakota's strategic takeaways are for GPs and LPs?
Yes, definitely. So private wealth consolidation continues to accelerate. Madison Dearborn's integration of multiple wealth management platforms into NFP Wealth underscores the rapid consolidation trend among large-scale RIA networks. Scale, technology integration, and branding are emerging as key differentiators. Global diversification persists. Commitments from Houston, Montreal, and Oregon highlight sustained interest in private markets and impact-driven funds. LPs are balancing return expectations with ESG and social impact mandates. Manager search activity reflects risk rotation. New searches in Europe from LD Fonde and Alifond suggest institutional investors are rebalancing toward yield and active management amid global rate normalization and tightening credit spreads. So what's the bottom line? We've thrown a lot at you here, and there's a lot to digest and unpack. Both GPs and LPs are doubling down on selectivity and specialization. Sammy calls it the two S's. Consolidation across wealth management and asset advisory points to efficiency and scale, while institutional allocators maintain discipline, diversifying exposure, and emphasizing manager selection in private markets. The discussion around private markets and the rapid maturation is, something that people can't stop talking about. And the competitive edge for GPs lies in transparency, ESG alignment, and flexibility in fund structures. Now, what is going on the fundraising side of things?
Fundraising updates. Let's get into it. Astarte Capital Partners and Toesca Asset Management inched closer to $350 million target for their jointly owned Toesca Permanent Crops 2, with a $100 million initial closing for the Regenerative Agricultural Fund. Each firm committed $45 million in seed capital to the investment vehicle, which also received backing from institutional investors from Europe, Australia, North America, and Chile. All of them. European private equity firm Andera Partners reportedly secured more than 300 million euros in capital commitments at the first close of its Biodiscovery 7 fund. The fund, which follows the 456 million euro Biodiscovery 6, marked its maiden investment with a co-lead participation in biopharmaceutical company Astarte, 105 million euro funding round. Under its biodiscovery strategy, the firm invests in companies in various stages of developing therapeutics and medical technologies. Lastly, Dawson Partners completed fundraising for Dawson Portfolio Finance 6, with total capital commitments surpassing $7.7 billion across the main fund and related co-investment vehicles. Fund 6, which became the alternative asset manager's largest fund to date, closed at its hard cap and helped increase the firm's AUM to more than $25 billion. Wow. So let's get to the Dakota Cocktails part.
Of course. So we had Toronto and New York yesterday. They were both great successes. And then we have Chicago next week, Palm Beach next week also, both on November 5th. And then Philadelphia, November 20th. So, some of just awesome cities. I've never been to Toronto. I love New York. Chicago briefly. Went to a Cubs game. I love Chicago. Palm Beach, how can you not? The
Palm Beach is my favorite.
And then Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. So great. Thank you guys for coming out, and can't wait to see you guys later this week. Thank you, Sammy.
Thank you, Peter. Thanks, everyone.
This episode is brought to you by Dakota Marketplace. Are you tired of constantly jumping between multiple databases and channels to find the right investment opportunities? Introducing Dakota Marketplace, the comprehensive institutional and intermediary database built by fundraisers for fundraisers. With Dakota Marketplace, you'll have access to all channels and asset classes in one place, saving you time and streamlining your fundraising process. Say goodbye to the frustration of searching through multiple databases, websites, Form ADVs, and say hello to a seamless and efficient fundraising experience. Sign up now and see the difference Dakota Marketplace can make for you. Visit dakota.com/Dakota-Marketplace today.